Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So in this one here, I want to talk about the World Beyond teaser that we got last night. They revealed a lot of stuff last night, and I tried to get as much as I could done last night. I think I covered the season 10 finale pretty good. I got the two main trailers out of the way. I got the review for episode 15, my thoughts on what could happen in the finale, because I didn't think we were going to get the trailer, and then we got two trailers, so I did my videos on that. Now, I do want to focus on certain parts of those trailers, but that can come this week, because we have a long time until this finale comes out. I want to talk about who this person could be, because it's a new character. There's a lot of theories on who this person could be, so I want to talk about that. My favorite right now, and I pinned it on one of my videos, was that this was Jim from season 1. I know it's like impossible, but like that, I would totally be cool if that was the case because Jim is just an awesome character. They also revealed a Fear the Walking Dead season 6 trailer, which I am going to be doing later on today, so stay tuned for that because I want to get my thoughts on that. I think I may continue to review Fear the Walking Dead. I'm not exactly sure. Like my whole plan this year was that I really wanted to, I guess, review Walking Dead episodes all Sunday long. So when the Walking Dead season 10B started, review that and then review World Beyond. That would lead into Fear the Walking Dead, would review all of that, which would lead back into the Walking Dead season 11 later on in the fall. But with everything going on in the world right now, we're not getting that. The 1 year we're supposed to get Walking Dead content every Sunday for 40, 42 weeks of the 52-week year. We're not getting it because of a virus. Isn't that insane? A real life virus is screwing over the Walking Dead right now. So expect my Fear the Walking Dead season 6 trailer video coming out later on today. First, let's talk about World Beyond and this seemingly, they're going all out here with Rick Grimes stuff. They are saying with this, I think anyways, that the World Beyond is set up for the Rick Grimes movie. So anything you want to know before watching the Rick Grimes movie, make sure you check out this television show because it's going to set a lot of that stuff up. So of course, before going any further, I do have to warn you. Actually, never mind. There's no spoilers for anything. I'm not talking about season 10 of The Walking Dead. So yeah, never mind. I do want to say though, thank you. We actually reached 1,000 followers on Instagram, which was my goal. We reached it in like 24 to 30 hours or something like that. So super amazing. That's just crazy. If you guys want to follow me on there, it's just at MusicMan on Terror Street. The link for that should be down below. But the first thing we see is Rick Grimes. And this teaser here, it's so focused on Rick Grimes and the CRM. And that is the angle or approach that they are taking with this third show. And I know a lot of people criticized, I guess, Fear the Walking Dead because of that episode with Isabel, right? I think her name was Isabel and Althea, because it seemed like we were going to be getting some kind of response or just something for the Rick Grimes movies, which we didn't. That episode was probably the most boring episode of the season. Nothing happened. It was a little interesting when we got that CRM thing. I think the premiere of season 5 was, in my opinion, probably the best episode just because of that, but it didn't lead anywhere. We kept thinking it was going to go in this direction or in this direction, but none of that happened. So is this the case here? Is this what's happening with the World Beyond? Are they going all out saying we're going to learn so much stuff about Rick Grimes, and then when we watch the whole thing, we're going to be like, no, we didn't learn anything about Rick Grimes. I don't think we're going to learn anything about Rick Grimes. That's not really what they're saying with this. If you watch the teaser, it seems like what they're really setting up is the Rick Grimes movie, sure, but it's just the CRM and what's been happening this entire time. That's why we see shots here of Rick. And when he first saw the helicopter stuff with Jadis when Rick was taken away, we see some things with Althea and Isabel, and then we'll also get some stuff at the end, which is what the World Beyond is going to be focused on, right? This seems to be the purpose of this show, I think. The focus of this show is going to be, it's set up for the Rick Grimes movie. Obviously, we're going to have some newer characters, but I don't think these characters will really survive on going forward. Who knows? Obviously, they can always do something with these characters, but they'll most likely just have this a limited series sort of thing. And maybe if there's a fan favorite where one of the characters on the show, one or two of the characters really pops out, then maybe they'll do something more with that character, obviously. Because imagine if we got a Michonne or a Rick out of this show. I doubt we're going to get a strong character like that, but imagine if somehow a fan favorite came out of this show. It is possible. It's very possible. They could use that character more in the future with other things, so we'll have to wait and see what happens, but this seems to be the focus. I feel like that should be the tagline to the show. This show explains everything you need to know before watching this Rick Grimes movie or the Rick Grimes trilogy sort of thing. Now, the first thing that we hear in this teaser trailer is, what do you have, an A or a B? So I feel like this could be answered in the series because a lot of these little things don't need to be answered so directly in the movies. There's a few things that we want to know, what does CRM stand for? Well, we already learned that in this show. It stands for Civic Republic Militia, which I do have to talk about that scene that was released because I still haven't talked about it yet. But we know what the CRM means now. Actually, I think it's Civic Republic Military, but it doesn't really matter. Same thing. There's a lot of little things like that that we don't need to learn in this Rick Grimes movie, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of pointless and I think would take up a lot of space. They can just have it a thing already, right? Like it's just something that's mentioned in the movie, but it doesn't really go any farther than that. Same with the A and B stuff. You know, they don't have to overly explain it because maybe, the fan base will already know because of this third show. They'll answer exactly what it means. And I think that could be honestly a big plot motive or storyline for this show is the CRM are taking people and, like they're really horrible people. They're learning what A and B means sort of thing. And I guess that could be the whole point of this first season is maybe that girl's father, because I remember in the trailer, something happened to that girl's father. Maybe he was an A or a B. Maybe that's where we learn that, right? Like this is the whole setup for this movie. I think it's very possible. Now, one thing that we do learn also is that it says that the show is going to be premiering later on this year. Now, the reason why I found that a little curious is because this show says that it's going to be premiering later this year. The Walking Dead season 10 finale says it's going to be premiering later this year. But Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 says this summer. So I think we could be getting Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 before World Beyond and the Walking Dead Season 10 finale, which would be a little nuts. But I think they have filmed a lot of Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 already. And they could have a lot of those episodes already edited and done, right? Maybe at least the first 4 episodes, or maybe the effects on those episodes aren't as insane as the Walking Dead Season 10 finale, where that episode, obviously you're going to have a lot of walkers everywhere and a lot of things like that. So there's going to be a lot of visual effects that go into all of that. And yeah, that would just take more time. But with Fear the Walking Dead, the first couple of episodes might not need that much time and they probably could have finished all of it already. So when it says Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 is premiering this summer, that really just makes me think it could be coming out in July, I think June, July. And I also think that they may have already worked out a schedule for when things are going to happen. And so if Fear the Walking Dead is coming out in June or July, that means World Beyond and the Walking Dead Season 10 finale aren't going to be coming out this month or next month, obviously. Now, Fear the Walking Dead also postponed filming, and I think they might have filmed half of their season or something like that. So maybe they can put that out, or 4 or 5 episodes out, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. So maybe they have that air later on in the summer. Maybe in July they'll start airing that. Say it is the first 8 episodes, okay? Just say it's the first 8 episodes. Say those first 8 air from July until end of August, September. We could get World Beyond around then. We could get the season 10 finale then and also World Beyond. And that goes straight into October or November, which I do think that is most likely the case. I think that's when we're going to expect this episode, the season 10 finale. I think it's going to be later in the year. I think it's going to be in the fall, sadly. We'll have Fear the Walking Dead in the meantime, and, maybe we'll get more updates. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how all of this is going to go, because it's not just that, yeah, they can all go back to work, so let's see when they're going to air this finale. They can't just, say everyone goes back to work in June or July. Just, say hypothetically that does happen. They can't just work on it that week and then release it a week later or a week or 2 later. You know what I mean? They want to hype it up. They're going to have to, they'll give a release date. They're going to promote the hell out of it before that even happens. So yeah, I'm thinking really late summer or early fall. And if I'm going to place bets on anything, I'm going to say fall. I don't think they're going to wait until next year just because that's really far to wait. I think the season 10 finale is going to be airing this year. We'll get World Beyond. And as for The Walking Dead season 11, I don't know when to expect that, to be honest. It all depends on what's going on in the real world right now. And as of now, it doesn't look too good. It might actually be postponed until October 2021. Because would they really want to change The Walking Dead's release date? Would they want to air the show early 2021 and have the entire series go through the summer? They always could do that and then film back to back sort of thing and then go into season 12, have that air in October to get back on schedule. They could do that, but yeah, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see on that. That's getting a little ahead of ourselves here. All we know so far is that it seems like Fear the Walking Dead is airing first, and then we'll get World Beyond after that, and also the season 10 finale. Now, someone does say in here, I don't know exactly where this was said. This could be from World Beyond, Fear the Walking Dead. I don't think it was The Walking Dead, because I'd remember that. But someone says, if you see someone wearing this symbol and this jacket, you should be afraid, which is whoa. Because I think this practically confirms that these people are villains. And I've always assumed that they were villains, but I never knew what type of villains, because the Commonwealth in the comic, they are technically villains, but they're not really villains. They just believe in a different thing than we do. And it's not really this villainous arc sort of thing. It's just more of Rick is trying to fight for his ideas. And in the end, well, I guess I won't spoil it, but that really is that, the people of the Commonwealth aren't bad people. The CRM, I think it's a totally different thing. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think they're outright villains. You don't want to see someone with that symbol in that jacket because they will kill you. Just like Isabel was saying, saying. Like in Fear the Walking Dead, Isabel didn't want to be around Althea. And I think that's because, you know, it's sort of code for her that if you see anyone, if anyone sees you, you kill them sort of thing. Like, I don't know what their whole thing is. We'll learn that in World Beyond. That's one of the reasons why I'm so excited for World Beyond is I want to know more about the CRM. Who are these people? How dangerous are they? What has Rick gotten him? I guess I shouldn't say gotten himself into, but where is he? What is he dealing with right now? Because it could be really bad. But overall, I'm hyped for World Beyond. I really can't wait to see this show. It seems like this is going to be, I guess, the, you know, like this the show you need to watch before the Rick Grimes movie sort of thing. And I am just excited to have certain questions answered. I think the whole A and B thing could be answered in this show. I think that'd be a really interesting storyline. I remember that girl, her father was missing, and I think that's a big reason why they left. And so maybe her father's missing because her father is with the CRM, right? That could be possible. And he could be an A or a B, and we just learn what that means in the series. It's not like that's a big reveal anyways, right? A and B. That's not really that big of a reveal. They can easily let the World Beyond answer that. So yeah, I think we can definitely learn that in the show, and I just can't wait to get this show. It sucks because we could have started watching this in like 6 days from now, right? Yeah. And the Walking Dead season 10 finale. Like this Sunday coming up could have been a massive episode, and we would have had the World Beyond for 10 weeks after that, leading into Fear the Walking Dead for 16 weeks. I guess they would have a little break. Well, actually, I don't even know if they would. But that would go into the Walking Dead season 10 or season 11 premiere. And now none of it is happening. It just sucks so much. Oh my god. Anyways, post your thoughts down below. Let me know what you guys are all thinking about all of this. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.